a time when you have felt in despair and in trouble and would have liked someone to come by and give you a hand? Well, that's the origins of Kumbaya. It started out as an African American spiritual plea for help from people who were in despair and in trouble, beseeching to their God in heaven to come by here and give them a hand. The people who were singing "Somebody Need You, Lord, Come By Here" were suffering under the Jim Crow laws, a regime of racial segregation and lynch mobs, acts which actually still occur around the world today. It was first recorded in the 1920s and sung in Gullah dialect, which made the words "come by here" sound like, you guessed it, Kumbaya. In 57, a group called the Folksmiths took the song and toured around summer camps, teaching the song to thousands, cementing its association with children and with campfires. In the 60s, it was used as a call to action by the civil rights movement. But now, it's just used as snarky shorthand for ridiculing a certain kind of idealism, the quest for common ground. But I ask you, what's so wrong with seeking common ground when even in today's society we have people in despair and in trouble? In Australia alone, we have over 115,000 people who are homeless. Over 4 million experience mental health problems. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men experience some kind of abuse from the age of 15. And I'm sure that there might be people in the room tonight that can identify with the ever-growing statistic of people who feel disconnected and alone. I know that I can be counted in these statistics. For 25 years, I was in a relationship that was filled with emotional, psychological and financial abuse. I suffer from anxiety and depression, and I have been suicidal on multiple occasions. But on the 18th of November 2013, I packed up my car with what I could, including my 2 youngest children, and I reversed out of the driveway, leaving the life I knew behind. I felt completely broken, alone, and scared for what the future held. And I would have been homeless except a family member gave me somewhere to live. But I look back at that time as being my phoenix moment. And the phoenix is said to, when it comes to the end of its life, sets itself on fire. But it's not the end, it's just a beginning, because it regenerates itself and it spreads its wings and rises up from the ashes. And that's what I did back in 2013. So now I live by my Phoenix code, which is passionate, hopeful, young at heart, noetic, indomitable and extraordinary. And it's the noetic principle that's driving my talk to you tonight. Because humanity is an interconnected whole. As human beings, we are hardwired to connect with one another face to face. Our very well-being depends upon it. And despite all the good that digital connections are doing, they are actually doing us harm. So what's it got to do with Kumbaya? I can hear you asking. Well, I believe there's no better way to connect with one another than to sit around in a circle singing songs, sharing stories, and helping each other to not feel so alone, and get back to the original message of the song. So I've reworked the lyrics as my call to you to all join together and to raise up your voices, share your uniqueness and your likeness, and to spread the message of love and tolerance, not of hatred. And to come by here when you are called by those who need your help. And maybe next time, when somebody says, I don't propose we hold hands and sing Kumbaya, you actually say, well, why not Kumbaya? Please join in when the words come up. Join in brotherhood, Kumbaya. Join in sisterhood, Kumbaya. Join together, world, Kumbaya. Oh, Kumbaya. Can you hear us?